What's up, gamers? ZFarls here from MaddenTips.com with This Week in Madden show number 93, taking your questions and breaking them down. As always, joined by my co-host, Mr. SGibs. How you doing tonight?
Doing well, Farls. I'm just going to do a quick little, so it doesn't turn the other TVs off.
Little magic
boop,
trick?
Little boop, turn that TV on real quick.
All right.
And that's why you get an SGibs. Just saying. But excited about tonight's show. Got some good tips, good topics to talk about.
What other reasons would I get an SGibs? Give me a little, can you get me any discounts? Can you get me any plays? I mean, what are we going to be talking about tonight? And, you know, what do people need to know out there?
Couple reasons why you get an SGibs. I'm great at shoveling snow. I have a large back, so I'm great at shoveling snow.
Does have a large back, fact.
I'm a great water drinker, so if you ever need a guy to get in a water drinking contest, I'll probably win for you.
Average, okay.
And I have amazing calves. My calves might be the best on the planet.
No, not
Are my calves good?
They're solid, they're very nice.
Calves.
But
they are solid, too, like rocks.
Don Tika, shout out to him. He has better calves than you, and he would have a calf off any day.
Yeah, sign me up. All right,
so,
but in other news, the new playbook's coming out tonight in the winner's kit, the Indianapolis Colts.
So yeah, let's take a look at that first mailbag question. We've brought back Tech Guy. He's going to be reading us those wonderful mailbag questions that you can submit on Twitter. If you use the hashtag TWIM93, just use that and we'll find those questions. But we've got a loaded up bag tonight, and Tech Guy's got the first one for us right now.
This one's coming in from Detroit Demon. Are there new winner's kit books coming out soon?
So, as you know, if you buy the winner's kit, which you can currently get right now during this episode for 30% off, that's even more than last week, using the discount code TWIM, you get playbooks all throughout the season. So you already have 4. You have Problems Pistol, Problems 46, our Minnesota Vikings, and our 4-3 defense. But if you get that, which includes the 4-4 to stop the run, but you're going to get 4 more throughout the season. So you right now have the Colts offensive playbook. We've been hard in the lab working on this. It's loaded up with man beaters. It's got that special play in the red zone that we scored about. Gibbs breaks down his little wildcat thing that he unleashed on me the other night. So it's loaded up playbook, and I think we're going to take a little look at maybe one of the plays, one of the concepts that we want to check out here.
We don't have the Colts playbook loaded up, but I can flip the formations here real quick.
Yeah, so we're going to flip it on the other side. Big news for the Colts. Obviously, Trent Richardson was traded to the Cleveland Browns. Now, Gibbs and I met him a while back, and bye-bye, Trent. That's a tough break. I mean,
that's so upsetting if you're
the Browns. If we're currently talking Madden NFL 25 power rankings, the Browns were one of the worst squads, unfortunately, going into it, probably about the 30th ranked team. And now they're not going to get better with this deal. Maybe in a few years, yes, this could help them if they can pick up one of the quarterbacks coming out next season or a Clowney. But it looks like they're taking pretty bad. So remember, guys, if you bought the winner's kit, you will have the Colts guide unlocked shortly here, and it's going to feature all new plays that you're going to really like. So here's an example of a quick play that Gibbs will show you.
Should I show them the bread and butter? Just one setup of it? The bread and butter of the whole thing?
Sure.
Show it to you. It's from, so guys, it comes from the gun bunch tight end formation. The play is called X Spot. Now, this is a play that is used to beat every single defense you might face. It's especially extremely effective against beating 2-man under coverage. So I'll show you just one little read on it and why it's so effective. What I really like about this formation is it's just extremely easy, again, to beat that man-to-man defense. You can see there with a quick motion to Victor Cruz. That was a 6-yard gain. This is something that's going to be extremely consistent for you offensively. And if it's not there, what you can do is you have your other option there, the corner route. And you also have the tight ends route over the middle of the field that does the double move that gets inside position against man-to-man. So basically every single route, every single route on this in this formation is able to beat man-to-man defenses. And that's my favorite route right there. User catching is back with this play. You can see how the misalignment of the formation, it allows you to click onto that inside streak for an easy user catch. And this is what we base everything around in this offensive playbook. We're going to beat man-to-man, and we're going to do it on a consistent basis.
So, guys, it is very important that this year that you can beat man-to-man coverage. Obviously, a very good defense, something you're going to see a lot of. People use corner routes, but what I don't like about corner routes is you can take it away fairly easily. But when you have a formation like this from Indy, that's just one simple way to beat it. You have 5 different ways that you can actually beat man-to-man defense. So that's what's really important about this playbook, and it is available in the winner's kit right now, very shortly here. So just make sure you stay up on that, and we'll let you guys know when that gets loaded in there. But it should be coming up.
And if you're watching live right now, you use the code TWIM at checkout with the winner's kit, you'll get 30% off.
So 30% off code on the winner's kit. We'll dive more into that later, but pretty nice deal going on right now here, and we're glad to have a new playbook out there. Plus you get all the old stuff, plus you get more stuff coming out. More defense will be coming out soon, so you want to get in on that now while you got the code. All right, Tech Guy, hit us up with that second mailbag question, and we'll be breaking down stuff for the fans all night long here.
This one comes in from Hacksaw Rules. What is a good run defense that also has great coverage?
So if you want to head over to the Z box here, what I think is so important, that's code language for my Z's Xbox. Anyway, so, you know, looking at a play from nickel, what is really important about something like a run defense and a coverage defense is that you're going to have defenders that don't drop into zones if it is a run play. So if I call a play like 9 Velcro and you call a run play, I'm only rushing 2 guys. But if you snap the ball here, you're going to have all the guys engage, and then you're going to be able to make a play on the ball. So what I really like, I like the question because, it's a good question. Hey, I want to run, I want to stop the run, but I don't want to give up too much in the pass. That's something that everybody would like to do. But the key is that at least if you call this play, that guy's in a flat zone, but he's going to engage and play the run game, and it's going to leave you free, hopefully, to come up and make plays. So you're going to have your 4 down linemen engage, but if you call a pass play, maybe try and hit me in the flat. Try and hit me, try and beat me where, people tend to get beat.
Right.
With play action, with quick throws, so RB there, heads out to the flat, then he cuts back over the middle. The player that just engaged in run defense is not going to have that issue because he's going to pop out and play his flat zone. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal right here because if they run, you're going to stay in. If they try and do one of the, a little PA fullback flat, something like that, you're going to drop to the flat because your guy's going to have good play recognition and realize, hey, I got to drop here. That's my assignment. So that's something simple, no setups that I would go with.
I like that tip because you don't have to make any adjustments to it, and that's the key part of that question. Can you give me a defense that is going to be good against the run but still have good coverage behind it?
And you have cover 4, so you're not going to get beat deep. Yes,
it's ultimate bend but don't break.
And that way you could maybe shade him in, and now you kind of have 2 guys in one spot you can kind of get in here. That's what I would do.
Absolutely, and if we head over to the other Xbox, we'll give you the Gibbs version of what Farls just gave you, and it comes from the nickel 155 formation. It's also nickel psycho. Farls is going to grab the offensive stick here. And what I'm going to tell you is that you could basically pick any play you want from the nickel 155. That doesn't matter to me. Any play you want. For this case, I'm just going to pick cover 3. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to global zone my linebackers and baseline twice. And now you can see all the hook zones I have on the field. There's about 1.5 billion of them, right? So when I come out on a formation, what I want to do is which side do I think they're going to run to? That side of the formation, I'm going to shift my linebackers right. I'm going to shift my defensive line to that side as well, because I think you're going to run to the right. So at the snap of the ball, I'm just going to look to get in and cause a problem over there. And as you can see, the 155, the alignment of the formation with all the linebackers causes issues with offensive linemen to be able to identify who they're going to block correctly. So at the snap of the ball, you see we're able to sometimes get guys free, where in most cases, other formations, if they're on the line of scrimmage, it's harder for the easier for the offensive line to block. As you can see here, we have a linebacker that's just waiting in that gap. He goes in to cut, and we get a guy to scrape off a block off Gronkowski, and we get the easy stop. That can be done from any play in this formation. Again, you don't have to global zone, but I like it because it gives you that great coverage behind it. That's hardly an adjustment, guys. That's hardly. I know you said give me a play without an adjustment. That's hardly an adjustment. Snap of the ball, and I got guys in there, Ryan Monday, just taking down Ridley for an easy
And I'll
stop.
do a quick pass, and we'll just see, what happens here when I do the quick pass. This is the type of passing you're going to get from a run formation. You're not probably going to get, crazy. Yeah, it's blanking.
And you got 1 million yellow zones on the field. Do something for me.
Right,
basically.
So guys are going to be looking to defeat you there. So we'll bring it back here. That's 2 good plays to use. If you're looking for the 9 Velcro, you can find it in the Bengals playbook. It's in a lot of playbooks under nickel, but specifically here was nickel normal Bengals. Guys, we're going to give you a chance here to do a giveaway. We're going to give away a shirt, a Madden NFL 25 shirt that we have. All you have to do to enter the giveaway contest is tweet out watching at Madden Tips on Twitch TV/Madden Tips. So put a link to the show, mention that you're watching it. I will choose somebody random to give away a Madden 25 Under Armour, pretty legit shirt. It's similar to this one, but it's actually striped, and we'll take a look at it during the game of the week. So tweet out right now that you're watching Madden Tips, or at Madden Tips on Twitch TV/Madden Tips, and we will get you, we'll choose one person randomly for the shirt. And I promise you, I'll do the giveaway. I'll use random number generator, and I will do it during the game of the week. So you're going to get it tonight. You're going to get it sent out tomorrow. So pretty sweet deal for a shirt. All right, here we go. Let's take a look from the tech guy at our next mailbag question here. Boom.
This one comes in from CO the Legend. What are some good ways to use the smokescreen hot route in Madden 25?
So the smokescreen hot route is a very important hot route in my opinion. It's used to be with the outside defender. So if Gibbs is going to come out maybe in a spread type offense from the shotgun, that's kind of what I like to see here. So if we go over to the Xbox, we'll see that it can be used in a multitude of ways. Guys are really this season dropping off coverage a little bit more, maybe not playing aggressive. You don't have the flat zones getting held quite as much by the flat route. So using this on the outside is a great way when you're playing anybody that's going to drop coverage away from these zones. So cover 4 here, if you go to Amendola and you are to push Y, X, and then R trigger, that's going to put a smoke screen out there, and basically it's just going to take a step back and he's going to wait there. You don't really want to throw it right away. I know a lot of people think, oh, it's a smoke screen. Unless they're blitzing you, you don't want to throw it right away. You kind of want to use it as a safety valve late in the route. Think of it as a curl over the middle of the field and use it as a last resort. So the smoke screen's either always going to be your first read if they're blitzing, or it's going to be your 5th read if you're looking to the other side of the coverages. Now you kind of
I'm in trouble. No, smoke screen, and then hopefully break free and get upfield.
Right. So what are some defenses you like to run it against? I love it when the guys are back. Obviously.
I mean, do this audible to a cover 3. I mean, it's the most simple way to attack zone blitzes in this year's game. So basically, what's the formula when you get a zone blitz? There's going to be 2 hooks, and both those flats would probably be blitzing. So just blitz them. We're not setting up a blitz here, but this is just to mimic what would happen. This is basically the formula, right, for a 6-man zone blitz, right? 3 deep, 2 underneath hooks. Well, if you get a zone blitz, this is the easiest way to attack a zone blitz. Put a hook out there, or a smoke screen out there, and you're going to pick up 4 to 5 yards.
I've been getting about, honestly, 8 to 9 yards on smoke screens. I've had some good luck catching them and getting upfield. Sometimes it can be, 5 yards, but the longer you wait for them to drop away, the more time you're going to have to get upfield. So I love to use them to sit there. If you obviously have something like 2-man under, this is what you would expect to see from the smoke screen. You're going to have a guy try and trail you, which can be a little bit tougher. Obviously, you don't want to throw it in this situation, but we'll see here with X, what's going to happen with the smoke screen. So you want to read it, and you want to make sure that you don't mess it up. Here we get the press, so you go away from it there, go to the other side. But smoke screens are a huge thing that you want to have. I love to make my own smoke screens on Smash Concept. So Smash Concept has corner routes with Y and A, potentially. And what you would do is you just put Amendola. He's already kind of on like a 2-yard little hitch route, but you'd put him on the smoke screen, and it actually kind of give you even more room to make that throw to the outside receiver. So use that with that concept. That way, if people drop away, it's great. It's great. It's great against user defense, and it's great if somebody dropped back.
So that smash concept would look something like this right here. You'd see, right? Tompkins running out to the corner, then you have the underneath route.
Yep.
Maybe even have a streak on the inside, and you're really set up to attack any type of zone defense that you can see.
Because you got a bad step there, but
right.
That guy drops so far away to go out and play that it's much, much better. So, all right, let's take a look here at our next mailbag question and see what we have coming in hot from Tech Guy.
This one's coming in from Champion ONIF. 3rd and 2 against a player that has passed deep in this situation before. What defense are you calling?
So this is the call of the day. This is the question. This is where you make your money as a Madden player. I mean, it's pretty much dependent on, you know, the situation in the game, the yard line of the game. If you're up by 4 and there's 2 minutes left and he's on his own 30, you can't give up the deep. You got to give him the 2 yards, a little bit. You can't play cover 2 and bring the safety down and try and cover short. You really need to respect his ability. I find that a lot of people do not throw deep this year in this year's game. I've not seen a lot of people air it out deep and just try and beat me downfield. So knowing that, I would play much more coverage. I would play cover 2. I play cover 2 sink. I'd drop one of my DNs into a QB spy. So if we go over to the Z box here, you know, it's really tough to know depending on what they're calling, but I would maybe call something like 4-3 over plus just in case they decide to run it. And you got to kind of feel it out. Like, is there a chance they're going to run it, or is it, you know, you got to know that going into it.
If it's late in the game, they're probably going to pass.
Right. So if they're going to pass, and say they're going to spread you out a little bit, I'm looking to stop zigs. I'm looking to stop slants. So I would pinch my line probably. I would spy my 2 ends, and I'd probably go like this. And I would say, hey, you want to beat me deep? You beat me deep.
I like that. You're using that guy and then force him deep here like that and then pick.
So,
something like that.
Gibbs, what's something you might go with in this situation? So the question was, once again, 3rd and 2. If it's 3rd and 2, what are you going to call if your opponent has passed deep in the game? Obviously, you'd like to cram everything down, like opponents sometimes do to the Patriots. But if they're playing deep, are you sending it on 3rd and 2 or what?
I'm going to send it, and the main reason I would say that, so it could be something like the 4-3 over plus cover 2, something that you see in the winner's kit. What I like to do in this situation a lot of time is I like to, oh, hold on, sorry.
My bad.
So what I like to do is mimic that I'm going to be playing like a man-to-man defense, right? So for example, let me show you another play that I could show that would work. So if we go, hopefully this playbook has dime, but they do have dime. So say if you took like a cover 2 from here, whether it was let's see, go DB blitz and then you come out wide. So if you show a cover 2, what I like doing here is you can blitz both guys off the edge here, and you can get 2 free in this instance. But then what I like to do is I like to make my opponent think I'm in man, so I would manually bring these guys up, right? So and then I shade the safeties in.
Because that takes away from the quick throw early.
Right.
Right.
But I like to keep them a little bit inside, like because then it takes the quick throw away early. And then I fake this. I get up in this guy's grill and I say, hey, I'm gonna user press him. I'm gonna user press this guy. Snap the ball. I try and user press him, chuck him, and then you get the outside flats covered and you press the outside guys. I would go to that, but I also need to know how the game's going because I might go man-to-man in the situation, gas them up, send 6. I'm definitely going to gas them up, but see how you get the press on the outside?
Yeah.
So
what I really like about your defense there, what I think is an important note is, okay, if they've thrown deep on you, they need time to throw deep. I could have waited and try and throw deep there, but it's going to be really hard to throw deep when I got pressure in my face. Right.
And what I was saying about make it look like it's man-to-man, so man-to-man, obviously, you can see that the guys get up in the box like this. So in this instance, I'm in man-to-man, and now maybe it's a different 3rd and 2 late in the game, and here we are now, man-to-man, and now what? Now we're in that meta game, that mind game.
Would you ever go with the pinch and run commit, as Uncle Jesse asked in the chat?
You're asking for problems there, I think.
I've done it. I've done it, Uncle Jesse.
Where's the ball? I don't want to get in this back and forth of like, okay, well,
what if I did this?
He asked a specific question. What would you do?
That's what I would do.
I would do that. I would go some type of cover 2, dial it up, send 6, get 2 free, make it look man, or I'd go man. It would depend on how things are developing, but I would definitely send 6. I think a lot does have to do though. Are you winning? Or are you losing? Because if you're winning, you could go a little more cautious. If you're losing, you got to get the ball back. So you got to gas them up. Gas them up. When in doubt, gas them up. When in doubt. That's the number one rule. Gas them up.
All right, guys, reminder, your Colts playbook is live right now in the winner's kit. So if you have the winner's kit, go and check it out. If you don't have the winner's kit, you can get it right now at a discount, 30% off an already discounted price. So a very good deal here on This Week in Madden, only till about midnight, so get that in if you want it. Reminder, it's going to give you all 4 playbooks we already have, the new Colts book that just came out, and of course 3 more playbooks after that with a defense coming up next. So you're really going to like what you're getting, and a lot of value there. All right, let's take a look from Tech Guy at our next mailbag question here. Bring it in.
Mail time.
This one's coming in from Sermon. Can you guys break down shading, advantages and disadvantages? When should I be calling it?
So a big advantage to shading is that you can stop slants or you can stop outs. It really just depends on the shading. And this is something that we've talked about using on like an individual route. You really probably only have time before the snap to do one, maybe two. The key with shading is to learn the buttons. So if we check out the Z box, you can really see how important it is to shade if you know when a route's coming. So what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to put on offense, I'm going to put Reggie Wayne on an out, and I'm going to put Hayward Bay on an in. So if you want to shade Hayward Bay, how you're going to do that, once we showed this last week, but you bring up the individual adjustments, you use the individual once again, you press the receiver's icon you want, and then you tell them where to go, out, inside, outside, whatever.
It's 3 buttons. It's Y, A, receiver's icon, and then the right stick. So 3 buttons and a right stick.
So you want to practice that. So here we're going to get an out, and we're going to get, see how he trails them there?
Right.
It creates a much better way to play the out. I actually played somebody that I think might have been shading outs in Mutt, and I ended up winning, but it was like, there's no way he knows that I'm running an out, right?
You're gonna, see, he cuts in. That's,
see right there.
That's the shade.
Where the out's going to be. So that's where you're going to see it, and when you throw the ball early like I did right here due to the press, you get this.
Weird
with the receiver. I've gotten that a good amount.
Want to vomit.
So that's something that's going to shade the out. So that's how you stop the out. Note, you can't, when you call it just stock 2 men under, you can't show blitz and then shade.
Correct.
So that's kind of a little pro tip there. You'd get rid of the shading if you did show blitz. So make sure you don't do that. But let's take a look at an slant route here and see if we can get some shading. We'll do it to Darius Hayward Bay. So we're going to press the YAX for Hayward Bay and then shade inside. So learn these buttons. Here we're going to get a press.
I like
and
it.
He's going to trail him inside. And so if you're playing somebody that keeps running slants or keeps running outs or keeps running something, that's something that you want to use. You can individually press. That might really actually throw people off, the individual press, because they might think you're loco. Like, what the heck is this guy doing?
Why is one guy pressing?
Yeah, like, that's
maybe
really weird.
Maybe you only press their Calvin Johnson, or maybe you only press their worst receiver with your best press corner and just completely take a guy out.
It might just be crazy enough to work.
I might start doing that. I might start doing it tonight against Bronco.
I kind of like it. Because then it's like, well, what coverage is
It's just crazy enough to work.
Yeah.
But you do it only to the guy in the right slot.
Or individually back somebody off.
That's my patented move on defense. I always individually press the guy in the right slot. So if someone's playing some random game online and they just know it's me because the right slot's pressed.
I like that idea. So use those and get better, and make sure that it's really important to learn. It's something that you want to learn and want to use to get better. So let's take a look here from Tech Guy at our next mailbag question coming in hot.
This one's coming in from Chomp Pig. Any good defensive plays that don't require too many adjustments before the snap?
So good question here from Chomp Pig. I think that's his 2nd week in a row in the mailbag. And Chomp Pig, what's big about not making adjustments is you can play standard defenses, but like we said, you might have a tough time kind of learning some of the plays. Making adjustments, like you couldn't stop slants consistently because you're not willing to, I get it, you're asking just a basic question, but if we check out the Z box here, I would go with the 4-3 edge sting. I like to build my blitz, my defense around my blitz. So by choosing a play like the 4-3 edge sting here, you're going to have, let's see, I got it here. It's from the under. So 4-3 under edge sting. So if you're just looking for a quick blitz with quick meaning no setups needed, and just pick it, go. You could, if obviously you don't want to do adjustments, but if you wanted to, you could man align. And I got to get over there and cover that with Nelson. But you saw the heat come in the middle, and if you're going to build your defense around a blitz, you need a play to get off the field 3rd and long. So that's the pressure that's going to happen with no adjustments from 4-3 under edge sting.
And I want to say a shout out to our earlier defensive guide. As guys are talking in the chat right now live, they are talking about lazy man D that's in our defensive guide. And I put a defense in there specifically in the winner's kit in the offensive defensive playbook, using that 4-3 defensive playbook, a defense that requires no adjustments. Let me show you what it requires. Farls, give me the defensive stick. You pick your play, and then you do this. You take your two, whoever the 2 slot guys are, and you just kind of move them like this. Do you think you can do those adjustments? If you think you could go do those adjustments, this defense is for you, this lazy man defense.
Technically not adjustments at all.
No, but here's the beauty of it. You have it from a cover 1, cover 2, and a cover 3. So you can also run it off the left edge, right edge, from all those plays. So you have a very versatile defense that requires no adjustments, only moving guys, and that's the hashtag LazyMansD.
So you gotta like lazy man's D, but otherwise, if you're gonna call something that doesn't need many adjustments, I'd use this formation as well. Stay with cover 2 buck. I'd drop those guys into yellows. Go cover 3, but realistically, if you're calling a defense that needs no adjustments, it starts and ends with 2-man under, user in the halfback, and then eventually you got to make adjustments because you have to kind of maybe drop that guy into a spy or drop this guy into a yellow. But in general, this is what I would go with for the most part. You want to be good, or I don't know what to tell you, but that's what I would use for my blitz that doesn't require any.
Right. And I would give you one other play. So Falls always gives you that verbatim what you're asking for. I'm gonna ask you to make one adjustment only for this defense. So if we go over to the other Xbox, this comes actually from the nickel 155 psycho formation, and I've talked about this many times, many years for a consistent time period now. Pick any play you want from the nickel 155. So this example, I'm going to take cover 3. Falls comes out and calls bench swap or whatever he called. All I need you to do is hit RB on Xbox or R1 on PlayStation 3 and then flick the right stick down. Now you're immediately sending a blitz that's going to have good pressure. If they block a guy, yeah, it's going to pick it up, yes. But for a defense that has all the coverage tree around it, so I could call cover 2. I just did that at cover 3. Now I'm going to do it at cover 2, snap and go. I'm going to get a guy free here again at a cover 2. And then I can do it again at a cover 4 if I want. I could do it at 2-man under. So this is a defense that requires no adjustments. One adjustment. Is that an adjustment? Does that count? That's hardly anything. That's like nothing.
Are we here to play Madden, or are we here to do nothing?
And that's very easy to do. So it's snap the ball, and now you're in a cover 4. Boom, we actually got a little 6-man A gap there. But that's a defense I could also recommend to you. Now you have a lot of versatility with it. You can do a lot of different things. You can have run defense out of it, and 155 is a great formation.
So I like that. That's some good defenses to start and really maximize your coverage, guys. Let's take a look here at the next mailbag question, read by yours truly, Tech Guy.
This one's coming in from SWP Best. What would be a good offensive scheme for the Packers?
So something I wanted to show from the Packers playbook, and I got to see if we have it, is the bunch week. So he wasn't specifically talking about the Packers playbook, but he mentioned that he liked our Giants guide from last year and our Patriots offense from last year. So he was kind of thinking something around there. But I was thinking with the Packers, you have the great bunch week and also some other formations that really mesh well with the new audible system from that. So as we see if we have a little bunch formation, but that's something that I would go with in that playbook. Gibbs, what do you feel? So
bunch right there.
Gun bunch week. And basically you're going to have, in the Packers version of it, you have to play verticals, which is great with their receivers. You have tremendous catching traffic with the Packers and good size as well. So if you have James Jones and you have Jordy Nelson and you have Randall Cobb, those are 3 guys that you might want to put over in that bunch. Jermichael Finley, maybe stick him out on the edge and run some outs with him because I don't think his catching traffic is really up to par. Maybe you bring in James Starks, who was a stud last week, and kind of mix it up. But generally, you can run this play pretty much stock, and you should see pretty good results from the Packers. So if that's Randall Cobb out there catching the ball in space, you're going to look good. If you got James Jones here on the inside route to A going over the middle, and maybe Jordy Nelson on RB so you can kind of get in, that's going to be pretty good for you. Want the bullet pass there with Rodgers. Personally, guys, this is a tip, something that when I've used the Packers, something that hasn't worked for me is running the read option with Aaron Rodgers. He's just about the threshold of speed that you'd want. He gets hurt. He gets injured too much. He's too valuable in the passing game. Don't use Aaron Rodgers to run the read option. They have some in their playbook, but overall I just don't find that it's a winning combination or a formula to mix up. So that's something I'd use in longer yardage situations to beat cover 3, beat cover 2. And then against cover 4, I'd probably check down and go with a different play from the same formation, gun bunch week. They have some crossing plays with some different concepts. I think trail routes that are really going to help. And You got the mesh here. That's going to work for you. Get out over the middle. You got a corner route, which can help beat man-to-man. Looking pretty good from this formation. It's something I would totally recommend you check out from their playbook.
Packers playbook is definitely good. Definitely. I
Yeah.
like that formation a lot. I mean, if you want to expand, go out of that playbook, I mean, it's actually in this playbook right here. You could go to the gun empty Saint in this playbook,
Yep.
and you could have a lot of success there. I think that's a great formation. Show that.
So I know Zan likes to use the Saints playbook.
Big on the Saints, but just this formation in general, you could find in a lot of playbooks.
Yep.
Atlanta.
Falcons, Giants, and Giants had it last year.
Right.
So
just one quick play that you can run from here. What's effective about this play is that you can get the double slants, double zigs, these inside guys, and then you have the RB route, which beats man-to-man. So right now you have 3 routes that beat man-to-man, and you're going to get your best guys on the field with the Packers, and then you also have the mobility from Aaron Rodgers to run around with.
yeah, I don't mind scrambling with them and getting down and sliding and using them out of spread formations. That's what I'd run with, but I don't like it specifically as a run heavy guy. So that's what I would do. Pretty good. So stream's up, stream's looking good, and we are live here on This Week in Madden Show 92. Reminder, guys, we're doing a giveaway for a Under Armour Madden 25 shirt at the end of the show. All you need to do to enter is tweet at Madden Tips, or with using Madden Tips in the handle, saying watching at Madden Tips, twitch.tv/Madden Tips, This Week in Madden. All that, and we will pick a random winner from whatever account comes, and I'll do that live on the show. So you want to check into that shirt, and we'll be doing that pretty good. All right, tech guy, sock it to me with the next question.
This one's coming in from Giant Met Fan 15. What is your favorite pistol formation in Madden 25?
So obviously we had Problem to break down the pistol playbook as part of the winner's kit. He had some formation that he likes. He liked pistol trips a lot. I liked pistol trips. I actually hated defending it because it was really annoying how he would use some different audibling to get everybody stacked on the right, then audible and have everything stacked on the left, read option, wide open. But personally, if I was going to go with a pistol formation, I've recommended I would go with pistol weak twins flex. And we put a playbook on the Madden share that you can download. It's got 3 different pistol formations in it: pistol trips and pistol weak twins flex are one of those plays. The play smash out of the pistol weak twins flex is available it's broken down on MaddenTips.com for free. So if you go there, search top 25 plays, you're going to see that and teach you how to run it pretty nicely. So I don't believe we have it here, but that's the pistol formation I would choose to use.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that formation. I think it's where you can get the fullback and the tight end and how you can get them on the field to beat certain defenses is a great formation, especially with the read option from it. I'm also a big fan of Pistol Full House. I like the plays that formation has. We actually break down the Pistol Full House in the Colts offensive playbook that's going to be released tonight to Winners Kit owners. It's a great formation in the red zone. You have a bunch of routes that are good in tight spaces, and then also you're able to use the read option very effectively in the red zone where you don't have a lot of space to pick up yards.
All right, let's take a look here at our next mailbag question and see what we have coming in.
This one's coming in from Look At 'Em Run. What is the best way to play user defense in Madden 25?
Loaded question. I love it.
Loaded question, guys. We got a big topic coming here right now. Quick reminder, SGibs will take on Bronco in the Game of the Week. Bronco obviously took out SGibs on This Week in Madden Show 86 Game of the Week in a super tight ball game that Gibbs had won at the half. Big fumble. Bronco turned the tide of the game. Bronco took me out in the Virgin Gaming semifinals online, beat me there. Frank Gore on a flanker screen, 90-yard touchdown, broke my heart. He made it all the way to the top 16, so we've brought him in to show you guys some of his style plays that he's using this year. But back to the mailbag question here. Let's take a look. It was, how can you play user defense in Madden NFL 25? So, big question, and let's take a look at Gibbs Xbox here. What's so important about playing user defense this year to me is choosing the right coverage. Obviously, you need to start out in, 2-man under, maybe go like dime $3.326, something like that, where you're going to have a free user guy. And, this depends on your level, guys. It depends on, how good are you, how many plays do you think you could make. It's a lot harder this year to play some user defense, so you want to make sure that you're maximizing your coverages. And the key to that is going into the settings first. I know we went over this, but I'd pause the game, I'd go into game settings, and I would turn off your heat seeker, I'd turn off your switch assist, and I'd turn off your auto strafe. I would leave on ball hawk. And I feel like that's going to give you the most control over your defender. As top players, we are able to kind of use some of those things on our own. We've come accustomed to using those on our own. So I'm tweaking it. I'm always testing, but that's currently the settings I have. So that's one thing I'd do. Next up is I'd take a guy who's on a blitz with a 3-down lineman, and I'd want to user him either in a hook zone, either in a QB spy. But one note is if you leave him on a blitz and I snap the ball, he's going to start running towards the line, and that's going to take you out of position. That's going to make you have momentum going the wrong way. You don't want that. Then you got to kind of run backwards. So you don't really want to, and that's good play by you right there, getting in there to block it. So if you'll notice at the snap, if you don't take your guy off the blitz, you use a guy who you can always go back into instant replay, right-click, and you can see who you were using when you clicked on, when you clicked off, when the ball was thrown. And here you see the playmaker ring pop up. So that can give you some more information. Gibbs did a good job here because when you're playing user defense Madden 25, what you need to do is stay underneath the ball. You want to stay between the quarterback and the ball. You don't mind letting a guy get behind you a little bit. Here, we'd rather be here because we can get back and make plays. If we have to break in on the ball, it's a lot tougher to break in on the ball. So for an example of that, let's say you're the safety and B. Rivers, and I'm going to throw to Gronk when he cuts across. Try and break down on the ball. It's going to be more challenging to get in and kind of make a play. So, you end up coming from the back of the play to the front. It's tougher to make the play on the ball. You don't run as fast, and you don't seem to pick it up quite as nicely. So I would say you want to stay on the underside here. Here you overrun the play on the cut, but you want to stay where you are right now, and hopefully you can get up and make the play there. So that's one thing I would do. As far as tackling goes, I hold the hit stick. I hold the hit stick and kind of charge it until I run into the guy and let it unleash on itself. That's kind of how I'm hit sticking in the game this year. So, there you missed a tackle on Ridley. But that's how I charge a hit stick. Otherwise, if I'm going to use exit tackle, I want a dive stick. I want to tap X and use the dive tackle to throw. So
dive tackle. Oh, we went out of bounds. But I was about to dive tackle you there. And one thing I would note about all this user control is over the years, we've been, I would say maybe spoiled a little bit of how effective we could cover the entire field with one guy. So over the years, it was you could use our deep safety and cover the entire field. And then it got toned down that, okay, you can cover an entire half of the field. Well, guess what? This year, I'm going to say you can really kind of maybe only cover an area the size of the hashes, right? So what you want to do is you want to be real quiet with your user. What I mean by real quiet is you sit in an area, don't use the sprint button. You want to use just the left trigger at the snap of the ball. So Fall's going to snap the ball here. I want to just be quiet. Where is he going? Where is he going? Where is he going? Because if I get in a situation where I'm moving too much, I'm not going to be able to turn my hips and get into a position to make a play on the ball. If you go into instant replay there, you're going to actually see, I saw that you were throwing the ball to the guy on the far in, but watch as I try to get over there. Watch how my momentum's going left. But see how I'm trying to go back right here, but my momentum's taking me left, and I'm trying to fight, and he just, see that? He's slow. He can't get there. So you want to be real quiet with your user control and not move too much. So if you know your opponent likes to attack the middle of the field, what I'm going to suggest is hold L trigger, snap the ball, and you just kind of want to sit there and then move with the route and try and time the route and where it's going. Don't run around like a complete moron like we used to for years and years.
Yeah, you used to always at the snap want to be rotating in a circle. So that's something we used to do at the snap of the before the snap of the ball.
I still kind of like this.
I still like it to get going, but in general, that's not where you're going to see your best results. The other thing is
nice touch pass.
Ball hawk last year, guys, was overpowered. They toned it down this year. It's more realistic. You're not going to be able to cover the whole field. You're not going to be able to just hold down the button and run wherever the ball's thrown. So you need to get in position with the left stick before you hold ball hawk this season. You want to kind of be already tracking it yourself and then use ball hawk to get you on a line once you put yourself in position.
User controlling guys on defense and making plays is extremely difficult this year. It's a lot harder than it has been. So it's something that right now what are we, 2 or 3 weeks into the release of the game, so we're still kind of all learning the ins and outs of the game. We will get defense. We're going to figure all that user control out. So just right now, be quiet in your user game. Sit on a couple routes. I like user pressing a lot. Take away your guys' number one option, and that's what I would recommend for user play right now.
And the pro tip from all this is, in my opinion, don't click off to make a tackle. Stay on your user guy pretty much the whole play like you're playing Tecmo Bowl. Stay on the guy that you're controlling. If you kind of click on when you're going in, when the computer's going in for the tackle, the computer's kind of doing its own thing. You don't want to kind of come in and mess it up unless you are tracking the guy the whole way. I like to stay in and kind of come in and clean up plays rather than go into a situation where I'm not sure what was happening over here. Bring my guy in, make sure I'm cleaning up.
And I think that's a great tip that you just said. Years past, we would do that. We'd get a guy into position and click off and let the computer do the work. I mean, I really don't think that's a good option anymore because this happens a lot. So what I did here is if you show the click on, I get my guy into position to make a tackle, and then I click off, and then he loses all control, and then you do a little juke, a little something, and I miss the play.
Yeah, so I mean, you were over here, you saw it, clicked on. The guy was running pretty much down the line here to meet me, I would say here. When you click on, you're all of a sudden running here. And then that's going to slow down his momentum. He's got to turn his hips, all that jazz. You're now looking at him instead of chasing him.
Right. Years past, that would have been a tackle. So what you do that same swing pass again. So this year, what you're going to do is click onto him and then just dive tackle at him. And I still got shook. But that's the idea of what you want to do. One more time. Give it to me one more time, Carlos. Swing pass. He gets over there, click onto him, and then you try and dive tackle at him. But there you go. You can see that it's difficult.
And that's why you turn off the settings, in my opinion.
Are they on here?
I think they are on standard.
There's a dive tackle, but you trucked me, so it's still neither here nor there. But it's difficult.
That's why I don't click on it all.
All right, yeah.
I stay away.
Okay.
I stay away.
And then you just clean up.
I come in and clean up. I'm just getting over there. So when I do truck that guy,
and he's gonna get
clean
shook
up
anyways. So
and I hold down A to use defensive assist. So
I don't like using defensive assist. That's funny that you said.
I
don't because I feel like it takes my guy the wrong direction, and like that I use defensive assist there, and then watch, he just fell over. Watch this, he just fell over.
I might have to get in here and show you how to use it.
Watch this. Watch. He literally runs by him, and then like. Can we make like a meme out of this or whatever? Because look at that. Boop.
Because you broke down when you hit A.
Right.
See, if I'm covering somebody at the edge, I like to do it, but if I'm taking somebody head on, I don't.
Right.
So that's kind of a tip. I like to contain everything with A, but I don't like to do it with when I'm tackling somebody straight on. Straight on, I like to hit stick and just may the best man win.
Boom. Like that.
The low man. The low man always wins.
Low man wins?
Always.
All right.
Always. All right, guys, let's take a look at our next mailbag question here. Tech guy, sing me that song.
All right, this one's coming in from Barnes873. How can you defend the snugs formation, especially against a no-huddle opponent?
So, guarding a formation like snugs is tough. Now, something that Problem recommended was using a formation like cover 2 because the flat zones are going to slide in and they're going to press. So that might be something that you want to try. That's obviously going to open you up to corner routes, though, which in snug formations is what you'd almost expect to see because obviously the guys are all crammed in the middle and one of the only places for them to run is to the corners.
Right.
So you got to kind of play that knowing that that's an option. So the big thing about, hurry up, obviously you're not going to have a lot of time to make adjustments. So if we go to the Z box here, we have a good formation that is usable. I
think you have a dime. You have a dime in there, which would work real well with that.
The cover 2 idea.
You take offense, unless you're going to play him.
No, I was going to say you have good snugs on O.
Right, gotcha. Okay. So that tip from Problem, I think, is actually a great tip. So if you get into a cover 2 situation,
more in depth than the winner's kit, but just that's the cliff notes.
Right. The cliff notes here, just right here. The idea, if you have like a 6-man blitz, send 2, get 2 free. What I like about the cover 2 against snugs is that it's real tight and compressed, so there's not a lot of space for them to get out wide. Even if you run a corner out here, hopefully the pressure would get to you before those routes open up. And then the flats are covered. A lot of times they like to go to the flat real quick. You get the press on the outside, hopefully, and you get the pressure come in hot. I mean, that's one way you can do it. If you're playing a lot of coverage, I think one way that can work here, say if I'm going to cover 3, I like this a lot, is if you did something like this. You drop a hook zone There's actually a play in the playbook. I think it's called like cover 3 buzz or something. We could go back and look for it. But if you put your safeties in hooks, they do a nice job of stopping like streak routes right over the middle of the field because they sit right in that area of the field. And there he drifted. But the idea is you put the hook zone over where the streak is going to be coming in, and then hopefully the hook is going to play that area of the field.
So if it was a hurry-up style attack and you only had a few seconds, you could do that cover 2 because the guys are going to slide in. If it's not, you could go, if you have more time, you can use a setup here like Gibbs is showing. So something to test out. What I would do maybe against the snugs is if they're running a ton of bench, I might take those deep blues. I'd either shade them towards the sideline, or sometimes I like to get real aggressive and put them in yellows. I don't like to do the blitzing that Gibbs is doing here, so I wouldn't have those guys off the edge, but I might have the blitzers in purples, and this might be something that I might roll with because I'm assuming that I'm going to get corner routes. We don't have bench here, but say you're looking at B. B is going to get pressed. Usually it's going to come from the inside, but B would usually get pressed by that. And here you're going to have somebody to drop with them and hopefully make a play on the ball.
Right.
I don't see a lot of guys going deep out of snugs once again, and you can kind of say they're going to run snugs. Let me do this again here. Made a mistake there. Say they're going to run snugs bench, so it's going to look something like this with maybe X on a corner route or X, something like that. You should be able to only have cover 1 here, and cover 1 like zone, only one deep zone, and take away both A and Y as a user. If you have Reggie Nelson work in the middle of that, you won't even need that other deep zone. You can put them in a yellow, and you should be able to watch deep
both of them,
A and Y, because they're not really going to separate quite enough. And obviously that's going to drop back really far in the middle. So I'm not that worried about people throwing deep against me out of snugs.
No?
Only to the corners. I'm terrified.
Corners are terrifying. They are.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But they're too in tight in snugs to really kind of mess it up. So that's what I would do. Barnes always asks great questions. Good guy to have in the forums. Make sure you guys are in the chat here. We're talking live. SGibs getting ready to take on Bronco in about 10 minutes here. We got a giveaway going for a shirt. Just tweet us at Madden Tips and use Twitch TV/Madden Tips in there. We will get you in the entry for a nice Under Armour Madden 25 shirt.
Kind of like this D right here, what you were just saying.
Yeah, because you're not going to...
And then you just go deep.
If the purples play smart... to the corner, it's going to be pretty nice. I don't have any corner routes out here right now, but
then you just stay deep.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, if I throw outside pass lead, to either of those guys, you're eating it.
Right.
You're getting it.
But I like the idea there. Play all zone and then just use your one guy deep. I think that's a great strategy.
Yeah, because it's going to take a long time to get guys open downfield.
And there's only a couple tender spots. Like the tender spot is like right behind that spy, so you got to get there. But in theory, I like it.
Right, I do like it. I do like it. It's not bad for working. So obviously, Trent Richardson is trading. Stuff's going crazy. Browns are dropping to number 32 in the power rankings.
Yeah, quickly.
Is Wolfman in the chat?
Yeah, why? Oh, because that's his secret team.
Wolfman, cue up a prediction topic. I'm willing to give away a new Colts offensive guide tonight. We have it available in the winner's kit. A lot of you guys will be already getting it because you already have access. But if you don't, we'll give one away. If you can predict the score of Gibbs and Broncos game, we'll give you the closest person to get it. Wolf will be making a topic on the MaddenTips.com/forum, so you're going to want to get in there and check it out. All right, guys. One more mailbag question at least coming in. We got 2 left. Let's check it out.
This one's coming in from Pac-Man720. What are some quick ways to recognize the blitz?
So, good question here from Pac-Man. He's more of a beginner-style player.
Okay.
So I think it's important for him to learn, what the defense is doing. What I would say if I was Pac-Man, I'd come out in like a spread formation because that's a great way to learn, where your opponent's weak. It's a good way to read coverages, and you can kind of make your adjustments from there with all of the hot routes that you have. So once again, I'd come out in a play that has a corner route built in. If this spread does have one, it may not. Doesn't look like it. So I'll come out in a play where the halfback has an angle. So if you ever in a spread book, if you ever forget your playbook, if you ever don't have it or something's up, come out in a play where there's a corner route because that's one of the only ones you can't make. And Second tip would be if there's no corner route, come out with a halfback angle, because that's one route that you can't make either. All right, so you got to first think about what's the game situation. Is there a reason your opponent would be blitzing? Is there anybody that's creeping up near the line? Does anybody look out of place? You have the new man align feature this year when your opponent blitzes from man to man. So if they push Y, which is a coverage audible, and then RB, you're going to see those guys do that. So that's an instant tell to me that, okay, why else would those guys be lining up over the slot? So what I'm going to do is probably put one smoke screen out, put a slant out, and then an out. These are going to give me a lot of quick things against the blitz. So if I see something like that coming, I'm going to know, okay, something's up, and hopefully make a throw and get rid of the ball pretty fast.
Right, and I would say the first thing you want to key in on when you're trying to decide if a blitz is coming, most people, even guys that aren't that advanced, when they are blitzing, you'll see them move somebody, right? So you'll see someone move on the screen, like you're seeing guys move like this. That's like a 1,000% tell that there could be a blitz coming. Now, the more advanced you get, people are going to be doing that, and then they're going to drop guys in cover.
And something that I do on if I see somebody doing this on defense, the Zan.
Right. The guy's moving. That's not a Zan. That's the ZFarls. That's the ZFarls.
But Zan was asking about it, and I told him because I used to do this. So guys do this. That means that they're putting guys in zones, and I run a draw. So
right.
Anytime I see guys bobbing, anytime I see guys cycling through all their linemen, I say I'm gonna run a draw because something's up.
Right.
You don't cycle through and bob your guys in every play. Maybe that's something to start doing, but people will be bobbing their dudes, and sometimes they'll even run off sides. That was the question.
And the reason why that happens, guys, is because when you go to cycle through, you put them on something, and then you cycle through with the left stick, and sometimes you get stuck on it like that. And that's because you use the left stick to make the adjustment. When you use the left stick to make the adjustment, the guys move. If you use the D-pad, they're not going to move.
So use the D-pad first.
I get on falls about this all the time. Use the D-pad. If you use the left stick, your guys are going to bob. They're going to be bobbing. # bobbing out here. I mean, if you use the D-pad, they stay still. I'm making adjustments, and they're staying still. I'm making adjustments with the D-pad, the left stick, and they're bobbing, and they're weaving, and they're going. So use the left D-pad.
So that's something that you want to use. So yeah, if you see any type of guys working their way, guys in weird spots, guys creeping up towards the line, the computer will tell you pretty much every time that they're blitzing because they kind of sneak up because their blitzes are that way. But if you see guys start to set things up,
I mean, if you see something that looks like this,
and you know the situation,
I'm just saying, like, just being real obvious. If you see something like that, like, just know that something's probably happening.
In what I would say is make sure that if you sense a blitz, always block the halfback and maybe slide towards it or slide away from it. I personally like to block the halfback. I would have blocked him right there, and I would have slid the line away. And I feel like the halfback and the tackle off the backside would have done a good job making sure that no pressure comes in. So that's something that I might go with, and be ready for it. I mean, even if there isn't a blitz, you're still pretty confident that you can make a quick read. So after the snap, I say, okay, did that guy blitz, or are they dropping back into zones? A lot of people aren't going to waste their time sliding zones in like that. Gibbs noted that was an advanced tip earlier, and that's something you might want to do.
Right.
But definitely something to work out, but I like that spread formation. I like to read the blitz like that. Doc wants to know, does Madden make a patch that affects the game and the tips we were working on? Doc, we're teaching you football right here. We're teaching you how to play the game. We will update you on anything with patches, but yeah, EA is always working on the game, and let us know what you'd like to see. But yeah, man, we're always up here for 20 shows, so if you have more questions over the next 18, 17 weeks, we will be here breaking down even more football stuff. So you got it. We're here for you. No worries. Do the man, Doc. All right, here we go. Next question here on the mailbag. Last one of the night before SGibs and Broncos. We got 3 minutes.
This one's coming in from Splashy McSplash. What are key ratings to look for when selecting strong safeties in Madden 25?
Let's pause the Z-Box here because you have a good free safety, but you also have a good strong safety here with the Bengals. And I think that there's some key notes this year. I would say that, in my opinion, the weakest position in the game is, from a ratings-wise, like an all-around talent pool, is strong safety. I think the best strong safety is Eric Weddle. And I just feel like he's not an elite strong safety. He's about 92, but he just doesn't have some of what the other strong safeties used to have in the game. Strong safeties are a lot slower than free safeties, but they usually have a little bit more hip power maybe.
They tend to play up in the box a little bit more. They're going to be guarding tight ends, man-to-man situations.
So you want to see a guy like Taylor Mays here. He's one of the best athletic strong safeties in the game. He doesn't have some of the skill ratings of an Eric Weddle, but he has some of the more raw physical attributes than Eric Weddle.
Size, speed.
Size and speed, 6'3", 94 speed. He's one of the fastest. You're going to see most strong safeties around 85. We can keep going and see that his hip power has dropped a little bit this season, but still pretty good around 86.
I mean, he's one home run away from going back up. That's all I'll say. He's one home run away.
But if you get a guy like LaRon Landry, he has like 92. If you get a guy... Bernard Pollard's going to have high 90s. I think it's 99 if he plays the Pats. So keep going
Nate
to the
Ebner.
Right here. Zone coverage. Most of the time, these guys are going to be in zone coverage.
Right.
So you'd rather have zone coverage than man coverage. And that's something where an elite player, like a guy who's a 95, like an Eric Weddle, is going to have much higher zone coverage. But if you're using Taylor Mays and you're good at zone coverage, you're going to be 99 zone coverage. So Taylor Mays is a guy that we've always preached as a great strong safety.
Right.
But if you're looking at strong safeties and you're a mutt player, if you're a mutt player, I would say Reggie Nelson and Michael Huff are two free safeties that are really inexpensive in mutt. If you wanted to spend a buck, you could get LaRon Landry and Dante Whitner.
Yeah.
Those are two guys that have really good hip power in mutt that are not quite as expensive as some of the other players. The other thing you can do is Devin McCourty's pretty good. He's pretty expensive though in mutt, but he's pretty good overall.
I like doing a great guy in mutt that I'm using, Chris Clements. I like him. Good speed,
Yep.
cover well. But one thing I like to do as well. So say if you have a team that has good depth at corner, right? Well, and you don't have very good safety play. So say you're the Cowboys, right? Because they don't have the best safeties in the world. What I would do in this situation if I'm playing with the Bengals, I have my 1 through 3 guys set up. What I would do here is I would drop Dre Kirkpatrick to that strong safety spot. I mean, maybe I won't, but this is just an example, right? And the idea behind this is that I want that zone coverage rating to be my strong safety because he's going to play lights out zone coverage at 6'2", 92 zone coverage. I feel confident with him playing deep zones, playing hook zones. He's going to play a little bit better than a Taylor Mays was if I'm not going to user control Taylor Mays. Taylor Mays might not be the best guy to have on the field if you're not going to user control him.
Right, because he will make mistakes.
He's going to make mistakes.
He has some lower ratings. He just doesn't have quite as good awareness in some positions. So last housekeeping note here as we bring it back. Before we go to take on the game of the week, SGibs versus Bronco. We have a giveaway coming up. We got the shirt, but we also have there's a guide giveaway going on from our friends at thatsportsgamer.com. That's TJ. He's the man. You're going to want to check out his link here that I will paste in the chat in just a little bit. You can go and get a free copy of the book, which will come up with a package. He's also doing a thing called Extra Life that is a charity gaming thing. So he's going to actually play, I think, for 25 hours straight.
Really?
And I think he's got a lot of guys in his crew that are going to play for 25 hours straight. So you can either donate or you could even sign up to play. We did 25 hours already, so I'll just donate.
I'm going to donate. God bless him.
Yeah, wow. That's a long time, but we've done it. So some pretty good stuff to play there. So let's take a look. Anything else? Go check out the winner's kit. At the discount. We will be right back in just a few minutes. SGibs versus Bronco, game of the week. Random team, death team. Random death team. I'm going to be narrating this beast. I know what Bronco's running. Haven't told Gibbs yet, but it's going to be a good matchup. TWIM 86, revenge match coming right up. SGibs against Bronco. We'll see you here in 2 minutes. We're just setting up the cameras. All right, guys. Be right back. Check out the winner's kit. What's up, everybody? ZFarls back here, getting ready for the game of the week. It's going to be a good one. We got Bronco of TWIM 86 fame, of Virgin Gaming Final 16 fame, coming on to take on SGibs. It's going to be just as fun as last week, but not as relaxed. It's going to be more intense. Gibbs is going to be going, muttering to himself, doing stuff like that.
Stretching so I don't get hurt.
I'm going to be narrating you, telling you what's going on, talking with you guys in the chat, and mixing up things of that sort. One other tip here, right before we start the game, we have a power running play that we really like on the Z-Box. Just basically, it's from the Saints formation, and you can run here. You can go I-form, twins, flex, Saints halfback power. Good play to run, a very good power running play if you are interested in that. I know we said we would give you a nice power running play, so we have. And basically, the guard is going to pull, and it's going to get outside, and you can take it.
Great power run play. You saw me use this on the 25-hour stream, and I ran it nonstop.
And the good thing is you're going to now have Trent Richardson on these Indianapolis Colts. So you're going to get a nice edge seal, and it's going to be something that you want to work with. So I know we had some people asking in the chat. Want to give you guys that one, and it's going to be pretty fun. All right, guys, let's go back over here to SGibs, see what he has in store for us with his little random death against Bronco.
All right,
we'll take a look at his Xbox.
My first random of the night. If we take a look at, there we go, the good Xbox, the SGibs Xbox. My first random, the Raiders.
He got Cardinals.
That's an interesting team.
He got Cardinals.
My next random.
Ooh, baby!
I mean,
Dolphins. Is he going to go death on TWIM?
You know I got.
Is he going to go death on TWIM? He has. I mean, he doesn't have to, but he can if he wants. Cardinals or Dolphins? Would you just take the Dolphins instead of death, or would you just say kill me now?
You just got.
Oh! For the bread, Bronco gets the Broncos.
That's a solid team to get. Wow. Oh, wow.
All right, guys. All right, boys. Last chance here to get your prediction in, Wolfman. Post a link in the chat, or you can just go to the Madden Tips forums. Show me here. This is the shirt you will win if you are to guess this correctly. Oh, no, this is the shirt that somebody's going to win just for tweeting out that we're live and watching Madden Tips. But you can also tweet the score in the forum, and you're going to get, closest person's going to get the Colts book on offense, which is brand new tonight in the winner's kit. It's unlocked, and you can get the winner's kit as we load into game here. So check out the forums and do that. Doc wants to know, when you play a game in the Madden Tips community, do you have to do 2 clicks in a random, or can you just pick a team? You can do either. We'd like to see, if both guys want to do random death, that's cool. It makes it a lot more fun, makes you play with more teams. But do that. You need to guess the score in the link.
In the link. I think it's right there. No.
Need to guess the score in the forum.
Yeah, go get the link for him.
Wolf will put that link in there. It's right there. And we'll keep it real. All right. Gibbs is about to lock up.
Oh, Gibbs kick action for you. Boom, boom, pow. I'm about to lay a hit stick. Light them up.
Ooh. All right, so to start the game of the week, Bronco's going to go with the fair catch here on This Week in Madden. And it's always wise to take a look at your depth chart, especially if you're going random death. I don't think Bronco's a guy who loves to scramble with the quarterback, but I know he is looking into, he has a nice passing book here. So it's good that he did get a passing team with Peyton Manning.
And I'm going to be, shout out to my man Chief. I'm going to be using Chief's defense tonight, his little defensive scheme he helped me out with. So you should take a look at that when you'll see what we got going on here. Light 'em up.
Bucknut is correct. Bronco did go with the Saints-O. He saw him line up. And so as we look at that, I basically will give you a preview if you want to go to the Z-Box real quick here. I have the Saints book loaded up. I swear we did not pick it because I knew what Bronco was doing. We picked it because we wanted to show you the best run in the game, one of the best power runs in the game. But basically, Gibbs has played Zan. Zan uses a lot of the Saints. Gibbs uses this empty formation, so he'll know if Bronco's going to go with that. Gibbs, we've already shown you this bunch week, which is in Packers, so Gibbs knows that. Gibbs knows how to defend snugs with Saint Spot Shake. It's one of his favorite plays. Zan does a lot with it, so he's played against it. It's basically just going to be, trying to stick tough against a guy like Bronco, and how is Bronco going to use it? Is Bronco going to go maybe down a single back ace with the halfback zone weak, a.k.a. my favorite run in the game? Not the best power run, but maybe the most versatile run, as you can pretty much make a three-headed rushing attack with it with just one play. So I would just maybe run this all game on him. What weaknesses does the Saints book have? That's also a good question. Gibbs, that's something that maybe obviously he's got Peyton Manning, so he can't run with the quarterback.
Wow, pretty fresh, Jay. Bronco 97, Gibbs 8. That wouldn't be good for me.
So make sure to post your score prediction for a chance at the brand new Colts guide in the winner's kit. And way too tough. Yes, we are going to be looking at the PS3 rankings and giving away some prizes for that.
He's running Saints Power O.
Wow.
Oh, man. That play.
So there's the run that we just showed. And I think he probably already knew about it before we showed it. But it's something that's a lot of fun.
A lot of...
On 2nd and 3, out of the eye.
Boom!
A lot of that.
So good job by Gibbs defenders. They're staying wide, staying in their lanes, scraping, getting down, making the play. Bronco did a good job stretching that run out, following his blockers. But a big 3rd and 6 early in this game coming right up. D-Rock fella, can I elaborate on... So the first big 3rd and 6 of the game here, Gibbs looks to get his defense set up. Bronco in snugs, going to motion the guy right. This is very similar to a Zan-style motion, so Gibbs should be ready here. Ball snapped. A nice trail concept. Decker cut across. Thomas filled in behind him. Gibbs with the hit stick, but a first down for Bronco.
Maybe once every 15 years. It happened last year to Denver
Bronco. A lot of playmakers. Good amount of playmakers.
D-Rock, I try and use one formation as much as I can with different coverages mixed in. All right, so Bronco back in the snugs. Going to snap the ball with a quick snap, look to get outside, and does fake out A.J. Hawk, but gets taken down for a 4-yard gain.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
I'm on fire. So the beginning part of the game is always the most tense. I'm very tense right now.
Gibbs very tense right now. He's got that big, strong back hunched over. It's tough. It's tough, but basically feeling out your opponent. Looks like strong, close formation here from Bronco. The halfback off tackle. I think it's called halfback force in some formations.
Yeah.
One of my favorite runs. It has been since Madden 10. And Bronco going with the all-out ground attack for the most part so far in this game. Here's a play action.
Oh, you got
deep
me.
seam, got him lurking, and touchdown to Demaryius Thomas.
Demaryius.
So,
It's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers.
Demaryius.
Pretty fresh Jay wants to know, can you stop anyone by calling base defensive plays? Yeah, there's ways, as long as you can still use your guys over the middle. I mean, if you call cover 4 and they try and throw 4 verticals, you're going to have pretty good success. If you try cover 2 and they throw to the flat, you're going to have good success. Basically, just what we're doing is, we're just calling certain plays, and then we're trying to make adjustments to where we think they're going to go. That's what we do.
I know that Wolf runs a defense that's like that, and he has a lot of success doing that. So I definitely think that there's a possibility doing it. You got to get a real good pass rush, I think, so just keep that in mind.
Gibbs, would you say you nibbled there too much on defense?
Yeah, I mean, that was a weird play action. So, I mean, he made a nice adjustment, so we'll see. But
all right, he's on offense. Let's focus here, Gibbs. Gibbs with the shotgun 2-back. Going to motion Jones across, and it looks like a nice inside run to Eddie Lacy, who gets a touchdown
I'm on fire.
of his own. Eddie Lacy goes 80 yards to the house with the inside zone split on a shotgun 2-back motion snap run. So Gibbs, as you saw, snapped his slot receiver, and Eddie Lacy did the rest of the work. A nice cut by Gibbs, went outside left. His block held, and he took it all the way. There was a chance there to keep that run in the middle, but he did a good job busting it out.
Eddie Lacy, though. Now we got to light him up. Now we got to light him up. Get him, get him, get him.
Boom.
Get him, McMillan.
So good hit stick there.
Bum, bum, bum.
And that inside zone split is in the, what book, Gibbs?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. All right, so power there from Bronco, an 8-yard gain. So he's or 6-yard gain. He's working the edge, but Gibbs guys are doing pretty good right there. Good question from Natural Alias that I'll check in a minute. 2nd and 4, Gibbs setting his D up. Note the flat zone to the left. He did a good job getting the flat zone out there, as Bronco had taken every single run so far wide out to the right. However, Bronco then cut that run back up the middle with the lane that was left open. So a nice, you do this, I'm going to do this. And that's what, you know, people adjusting is. Run right. The Hawkman tracks him down with Sam Shields making his 3rd tackle of the game here. 2nd and 8.
A lot of running so far.
So we have, once again, this is Bronco, who finished final 16 at the Virgin Gaming Challenge. Played on TWIM 86 last year, had some good success against us. Little revenge game here for SGibs. He got 2 random teams and got the Packers. Bronco with a random team. His death team got the Broncos.
Tackle that, man.
Bronco checks down there. Might have had the deep seam right, but ultimately goes over the middle to Thomas for a big gain. Crisis. I think St. Louis and Miami might have those formations you're looking for. Strong close here from Bronco. He ran a play-action touchdown last time, and he also ran off tackle right here. So these are some things that you're thinking about in your brain. What did he do last time? What should I be looking for? That's, boom, the same play action that he utilized. So note the handoff there. That's a halfback dive weak handoff that turns into play action. He has yet to run the halfback dive weak. He's run to, he's now ran that play twice. He broke out of play action there pretty quick using our trigger, but ultimately leads to a sack.
That's 2nd down coming up.
All right, first time we've seen the bunch weak formation here. Bronco throws it out to the sideline. He picks up 10 as the pressure was coming up pretty nicely. And we've got a 3rd and 3, so probably 4 down territory at this stage, maybe.
Offense lines up here. Manning from the gun.
Oh, he dropped it.
So big play there. There was some pressure coming up, but Bronco had the quick turnaround pass to Caldwell, who dropped it. And 4th and 3 here. Let's see if Bronco is going to go for it or take the field goal. We shall see. He's going to go for it. So Bronco here in shotgun is going to drop back over the middle. Gibbs looks to get there with his user defender and just misses the pass to Demaryius Thomas. It looked pretty close. Felt like he couldn't make the play there. That's that user D that we talk about. The windows just aren't as big as they were last season, but Gibbs was in pretty good position right there. And the power run right here. Oh, good D. Gibbs keeping guys wide. That forces Bronco back in that hole, but it wasn't there that time. It looked like it was there, but it got taken away fast.
Wanted it.
Wanted it. I would have liked to see that. That would have been a big 4th down play early in this game. All right, here we go. Trips left, going to be a run, and Clay Matthews So that's a block shed, guys. That's when you see that block shed rating. Well, what does it do? Well, that's what Clay Matthews just did right there. He did a good job mixing off the edge and clearing the block.
You don't get enough chances as it is, and that one lost yards.
All right, Snugs here. He looked for a curl over the middle last time. He looked for, he's been killing it with Thomas out of this formation. 3rd and goal, 7-yard line. Here it is.
Not showing my play. Show you that the guy's on a hook. Hike it. Hike it.
It's almost 2-minute warning.
But it's not.
I like it.
That is just a killer.
He must want
more room.
He must want more room.
So Bronco there takes.
He must want more room.
So you decline? No, that'd be
You
stupid.
never. No, he must want more room though.
So
Watch.
Bronco chooses the deliberate
There's gotta
delay
be a
game
reason.
penalty right there.
Yeah. He must want more room.
On 3rd and 12.
No, no, Bronco's not watching the stream.
Bronco's not a stream watcher. I don't think he would. He's a legit player. All right.
Number 10 on this drive.
I'm gonna spotlight Welker too.
Got it in the gun. Eyeing that left side.
Pick it off!
So, in fact, I bet he did want more room
did.
there because that's a little end zone fade.
They can do just about anything.
And
We'll take it, baby. We'll take it.
You'll take 3. You'll take a 3 stop. That's big. No, not a bad throw, Mr. Nice Guy. He was looking for the fade. As you saw, his receiver jumped up in the air, but Gibbs' defender actually made a nice play. I'm sure he has a play in that situation where he likes to,
I like it. That's a
target
great,
the corner of the end
That's a
zone.
nice little play call by him. He knew what he wanted to go there. And I kind of like, should I take this out? I feel like it. Bad decision. Except not.
So the Madden kid's wondering, what is the difference between awareness and play recognition for a CB? So the Madden kid, if you have a cornerback in a flat zone and they run a toss, cornerback with a good play rec will break down, i.e. Troy Polamalu, he's obviously safety, but that type of thing. Awareness is more of just a general overall smartness on the field. So Gibbs going back to the play, he ran for a touchdown with the first play, and Eddie Lacy's going to break it outside and pick up 9 yards to the 2-minute warning.
Eddie Lacy.
And Gibbs, if you're a good player, a great player, you will score, make it 14-10 with
Come on.
15 seconds or less.
Farls, don't do that to me. I
don't wanna put pressure on
You
you.
were criticizing my mutt skills earlier.
I'm going to guess Bronco's going to run commit right here. And Eddie Lacy.
Oh, Eddie Lacy. Oh, Eddie Lacy, though.
So, if you're a newer player, you might be thinking, wow, minute 50, we're kind of running low on time here. There is a lot of time left with 3 timeouts. You can't give the ball back to Bronco with anything less than 30 seconds left and not expect a field goal. So, Eddie Lacy doing work here. Jordy Nelson holding good blocks. And we're having a nice drive here.
Inside zone too strong right now.
Minute and a half left in the game.
I mean,
Before
what do?
half.
You go back to the well. You go back to the well until it's
Here you go.
tied
Bronco
up.
ran commit. Everybody pinches in. And
Go.
Eddie Lacy
Go.
goes to the house.
Go.
No, you take the TD. You take the TD.
A little extra time.
Okay, I like
a little
it.
extra
I like
time.
It. Okay, so Gibbs the. Hey, you got to score if you can score. I get that. That's fine. But now you do have to get a stop here. Otherwise, you're just trading. So you've already stopped them. You get ball at half, correct?
Yes.
So that's what it's
We
looking like.
need a Gibbs kick. We need to light him up, light him up.
Gibbs.
I'm on fire. Go.
So Gibbs choosing to go with the short kickoff here, and McMillan's got to get down to McMillan's. Ooh, hunting.
Get him, get him. Are you kidding me?
So after that touchdown drive with Eddie Lacy, 14-10 Gibbs. Orange Julius takes the hit stick. And let's see.
Light him up. Up. I'm so stressed out right now.
So Cowboys, we go with 4-minute all Madden, 4-minute no Excel clock. We feel like that gives you the best, most consistent game time, most consistent winners. But screen, Hawk fights on the screen pass.
I don't want to
get
call
down.
timeouts right now.
No, you don't.
I don't.
No, you don't.
He put the football right on the money. On a
And
line,
so
right
let's talk about that decision right there for 10 seconds. I thought he might go to, realistically, I thought he might go to screen because he knows I'm gassing guys up.
Yep.
So good check down there by me playing coverage defense. Just saying.
Down to 50 seconds here. Still plenty of time for Bronco with 3 timeouts. Little gun bunch weak. Throws to the halfback on a wheel route. He does have the right seam, but he's yet to throw there yet. I've seen it twice.
I was playing problem earlier, and he was doing the exact thing there, that slant to the route to the halfback, because that slant acts as a lead blocker out of the backfield. Tough play to defend.
Take short passes, break tackles, and with their talent, they get long gains.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first.
All right, here we go. Shotgun. Across the middle. You can't run with Peyton Manning. I guess he can. Oh, baby. Peyton Manning takes a crushing blow.
Just running with Peyton Manning? No big deal.
I mean, it was open, and not bad. So, good question from Natural Alias. He's wondering, do you want to match up your personnel nickel against 3 wide receivers? You play your base defense as long as you can. You, as the defender, dictate what you want from the offense. You don't, or vice versa. Good throw to the flat. If you can have fast linebackers in there that can cover their slot receivers, you do it. Whatever you're most comfortable in is what you play the bulk of the game, and you don't change unless you're getting beat. You dictate to your opponent what you want. You don't let them say, well, they're coming out and spread, so I gotta play dime now. You don't. If you need to, then you do, but you don't let them tell you what to play.
Second down coming up. Manning standing back.
Here we go. Manning drops back, hits the route over the middle. 28 seconds left. Now, you maybe want to think timeouts.
Right.
Just so you could possibly get a field goal, but it's getting to that point where he's got 3 timeouts. He's got all the plays in the world right now. He's got 7 potential plays.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
So Bronco with a late audible there. Gibbs then starts to adjust his play. And
yeah, baby!
Sack comes in, 2nd and 22. See, there I would
I drop a guy to the flat thinking to the left flat to try and take away that quick read to the halfback, and it looks as though it paid dividends.
Second down coming up.
Oh! Yeah, you feel my pain?
So
I went to it. I went to that spot on the field.
So that's something that we talked about earlier in the game when we're talking about how to use the control. We said stay underneath the route. Gibbs got a little bit behind the route there, and when he tried to break down, he couldn't get in position. But I felt like that's a pick in Madden 13. Once again, a little tighter windows to make plays. And there it is for Bronco. First down, 16 seconds left. Pick. Oh!
Give me that! That's the...
Sam Shields drops the rock. Drops probably a pick 6, maybe even a pick 7 right there.
That was a pick 95.
G Money Nelly, good question on the throw powers. I got that answer for you. There's a nice EA blog too that'll teach you more about it. Pow. 8 seconds left, 3rd and 2. Basically, if you could hold him here, I bet he probably takes 2 shots to the end zone rather than a field goal. We'll see.
Breaking huddle at the 5.
Hey, if Sam Shields could catch, he'd play defense or offense.
Hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Peyton Manning falls down, and Bronco is going to take a timeout with 2 seconds. Probably kick the field goal. Is what I would absolutely do. I would absolutely 100 times out of 100 kick a field goal. He might not, but yeah, because you got to go down by 1 point. That way, if you score on your opening drive, he's only down 8, and he could tie the game. And basically, that's a free possession. So he got 3 possessions, you got 2. He had a touchdown, 2 field goals, and you had 2 touchdowns.
I felt like I had a couple opportunities last drive. I got to play better. I got to play better. Like got to make better users there. I felt like I had a chance. You know, like that's all you can ask for.
You feel like you're learning some of his tendencies from the offense?
Yeah. Go, corn. Oh my God, it feels good to have corn back. Corn. So right now I haven't actually called a pass play yet.
I wouldn't, huh? He did run commit, but you picked it up and got outside.
Yeah. Corn. When I think about corn, think about Eddie Lacy. Run commit.
Got him.
Got him, coach.
Eddie Lacy is.
That's Von Miller.
Oh!
You wanted it.
Eddie Lacy, 6 for 190.
Eddie Lacy, though. Eddie Lacy, though. Eddie Lacy, though.
So,
Eddie Lacy?
Bronco spreading his linebackers here, trying to not let you get wide. And still going to be about a 3-yard gain right there.
Still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
Finley's a tight end, but now shifted into
Got
the
him,
backfield.
coach. There's a big hole in that left gap. I'm scared of it.
Down at 7. They feed it to him again.
Eddie Lacy,
Lacy
though.
moves in, 2 yards, 3rd and 2.
What do you do? What would you do if Eddie Lacy was your halfback?
Jones is going to get set in the slot for this snap. 3rd down and 2. They hand it off to him again. They've got
Are you going?
Yeah, we're going. I'm trying to win a national championship.
So SGibs going to go for it on 4th and 4. I felt like he had a lane to the left side of the line, but tried to break it outside right.
And you just played right into their hands, and they got the tackle for the loss.
I mean, guys trying to win a national championship, right? I don't know. I should kick. I should kick, but
Field here on 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the first. The Packers come to the line with an empty backfield.
Got him over the middle. Drops the pass. Some good hit power there from the Broncos, forcing the turnover. And
not happy about that. It's okay.
Corn. He had 91 catching.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
What is that angle? Clay.
For
Clay. Clay? 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 Clay?
They will get tired. That time, nice job by the
Mindless Donut says, you idiot. Is that why you get a corn?
So that is going to be a field goal range for Bronco. Off tackle once again, cuts it up. Going to be a 5-yard gain here. 2nd and 6.
That deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
The worst is that he caught it and then he dropped it.
We got Bronco against SGibs in the game of the week here. Bronco being the Broncos, Gibbs being the Packers.
The quarterback is coming to the line.
Strong close here. Once again, he's ran play action and he's ran off tackle right. So it's 2 different plays so far here. And it's going to be just a straight pass. Gibbs gets underneath it here. I can't stop the slant to Thomas, but he was almost there.
Was I right there?
They've got a 1st down now after that catch. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Hit stick. Fumble.
8-yard gain there. Money Ball, 9 for 101.
Money ball the Python.
And if Bronco scores a touchdown here, he'll have to go for 2 to get it within 7. But if he doesn't get that, Gibbs can get a touchdown for the win, assuming he doesn't score too early. G Money, Nelly wants to know new throw accuracy rating. I don't think there's a new one. They should all be the same. Strong close here for Bronco. Potential run right, potential play action. Probably a run with the motion, halfback dive.
No.
Picks up the 1st down, and a 1st and goal here.
Here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly,
EA Sports Blog has a lot of good info on the throw accuracy.
No idea what that noise was.
for that. Codfish, like to go with ball hawk. Feel like it gives you a little more control, but I like to wait until I get in position to then ball hawk. Strong close here once again for Bronco. Snaps the ball off tackle. Guy breaks off, can't make the hit, but Sam Shields comes and makes his 5th tackle of the game.
Why? Because the defense doesn't have to worry about passes down the
Soundboard of things I say. Don't
Natural Alias wants to know, precision modifier, yeah, you need a 90 rating in a precision modifier category to use the true precision move. All right, strong close once again here for Bronco. My guess is a run, and it is to the left. It's flipped, and Clay Matthews block sheds once more time. 3rd and goal from the 4. Let's see if he chooses to take it to the 4th, or if he's going to go with another run play, or a play before the quarter. 16 seconds. All right, here we go. Single back. We got bunch right. We got a run coming up the middle. And SGibs gets into the backfield with Morgan Burnett.
I did the dive tackle there.
Does the dive tackle through the line, and the 4th quarter comes up with Bronco facing a huge decision. 4th and goal from the 4.
My controller goes ham before the snap of the ball.
And Bronco's going to take the field goal.
Bronco's playing smart football. But he's going to fake it. Nope.
So, Gibbs, you got 4 minutes left. I mean, if he touches the ball one more time, that's on you. I mean, if you don't kick a game-winning field goal as time expires...
Stop saying that to me, okay?
That's on you.
Stop it.
That's on you.
You're trying to get in my head, Farls.
I'm not trying to get in his head. I get no joy out of SGibs.
But you know what? There's days when you dig deep and you get a... I'm trying to set it up. I tried to set it up. What would you do if your corn was at home and you didn't have enough water in your field to feed them?
What would you do?
And the only way you could feed them was to get an irrigation system.
What would you do if Eddie Lacy had
gone.
10 carries for 200 yards? Crumbling on your defense like a bathroom floor and it's hungry.
And the only way to feed them is to
give Eddie Lacy the ball!
Oh! Stiffies! Stiffies!
Fight.
Oh, that's so many stiffies.
So you're almost in field goal range. 3 minutes left. Tick-tock.
Tick-tock on the clock.
DJ.
What do you do? Inside zone, inside zone, inside zone. Off tackle. Uh-oh.
Dumb.
I mean, dumb to you. Dumb to you.
Dumb to me as before it lost 5 yards. Now it's really dumb.
You know what the worst part about running all game is? Then you get to a pass situation and you're like,
Great stiff arm.
Good stiffies. Lot of stiffies.
Gibbs, check your mic.
My mic should be real good.
So Gibbs got a pass here, and he came.
That's why you get a corn.
Big first down.
That's why you get a corn.
Tick-tock, buddy. Tick-tock.
I mean, that's why you get a random corn.
40-yard line.
Yeah, that's why you get a random
Don't go backwards.
Farls, I'm trying not to go backwards.
Do you want to be cutthroat? Do you want to be ice cold? Do you want to be Tom Brady? Do you want to be stone cold? Do you want to win games with no time left? That's real stuff.
Is it?
I think so. I'm actually not sure. I've never really won anything. But I think that's what happens. You're going to pass it. Nope.
I'm not going to pass it.
You're going to audible down. And you're going to give the ball to Eddie Lacy.
I'm going to give the rock to Eddie Lacy.
All I'm saying is if you snap it with less than 40 seconds left, you can take it to the 2. Oh my goodness, he just ran a screen pass to Eddie Lacy, and he's going to score the touchdown because he loves to torture me.
I mean, what am I supposed to do there? You give the ball to Eddie Lacy and you get touchdowns. What?
All right, chat. Give me a 1 if you wanted the game-ending field goal. Give me 2 if you wanted SGibs to score a touchdown. Who's with me? ZFarls is 1, SGibs is 2. Michael Hewlett, defense does win games. He's already held Bronco to 3 field goals. That's defense. That's winning games. And now he's going to go for 2? Sure, I like it.
What would you do?
Lot of 2s.
What would you do if your son was at home or crying all alone on the bedroom floor?
Because he end zone and he faded.
Oh, you're getting killed by these drop balls!
See, I think you should have kicked a field extra point there. Because then when he scores a touchdown,
no!
You can kick a field goal and win. But that's just like my opinion.
I just got to Kembade. No. Oh, and the only way to feed him is to get a drop ball with Jordy Nelson in and out of the end zone. Jordan McNallen, go. Hit sticks.
Ah! Oh, so Finley has worse catch in traffic than Nelson. So you want Nelson there. He's got the best. James Jones, but Nelson with his blended tallness. If you want to go
Mom's spaghetti, my hands are wet or something.
If you look through this site, you can see a blog about pass ratings. That's really good. Play action. Seam is open. Gibbs covered. Oh! Gibbs covered it for the first 15 yards, but he did a good job waiting. And doing it. It does essentially. You'd rather be up 6, just because then you can score later. 2-minute warning is about to happen. Bronco in the close formation, strong close, runs right, cuts it up the middle, and we got the 2-minute warning. That's the second time I've been excited thinking the 2-minute warning was a fumble today. Second, won't happen again. Will not happen again.
Boom.
Literally cannot happen again.
It's not sim, bro. That's not sim.
Got Bronco, HH Bronco of the HH crew. Virgin Gaming, 16. Run right. Pow.
I need one of those.
30-yard line.
One of them.
Good run that time. It results in a first down, and it moves those chains on the sideline. Keep those chains moving.
Pop up the Bronco slide, tech guy, just for a sec. It's like one with his name tag up top, maybe.
He'll stay on the ground on first down, and that's a gain of 9.
That's where you need the big size on your defense. You need it inside.
Fight for my bread. Don't fight for my bread, Argentina.
All right. Clock is ticking down. 2nd and inches. Minute 20 left. 23-yard line. Getting into that range. We are ticking down. 2nd and inches. Bronco strong close off tackle. Picks up the first down.
It's a mindset. It's a culture. That's what you got to.
And he's still going to need that touchdown. He's only got 1 so far. He's struggled in the red zone, but I feel like he did have a good play from about maybe the 15-yard line range, 12-yard line range, when he ran a fade. He's in strong close here. Could be the play action again. Nope, it's going to be off tackle. And he's going to pick it up in 40 seconds left. I mean, we'll see when Gibbs wants to use those timeouts. Maybe soon, maybe. It depends.
You're not going to get a lot of yards, and that time they just got a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. 2nd down and 7.
PA. Gibbs does a great job staying underneath, but Bronco does a great job waiting for the crosser. And Bronco, with 23 seconds left, goes up 23-20.
Is that why you kick a field goal earlier?
Yeah. That'd be the exact reason you kick a field goal.
So that's why you kick a field goal earlier. That's why you go for 1 earlier, too.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So my clock management skills not helping again.
Correct.
Classic!
Now you just need to corn this.
Corn? I don't think I take it out here.
Cod this.
No. Oh, he took it out!
Corn?
Oh! I had a lane! Corn took it out on himself. Gosh, Corn.
All right, you got 3 timeouts, which is forever. Gibbs going with the empty formation here. Can he be 4th quarter Gibbs?
The Packers have been in a fight today. The score's 23-20.
All right, Gibbs in the empty Saints formation, trying to be 4th quarter Gibbs. Motions Cobb, looks downfield, and he's going to throw it deep to Cobb, who after 8 seconds drops the pass. So 15 seconds left. And now we're sweating field goal range. We were thinking touchdown if that throw's completed, but now we're just thinking field goal range.
The Packers coming to the line.
Rodgers in the empty formation once again, snaps to Cobb, throws it down Rolls left, throws it over the middle, and Finley catches it, and timeout is taken with 7 seconds left at the 50-yard line. So we need about a 10-yard, 12-yard play here to get into field goal range. Does he have it, folks? Does he have it? Can he force the overtime? Gibbs in the empty, snaps. Jones looks over the middle of the field to Starks and gets down and calls a timeout with 2 seconds left. He's going to kick the field goal here and take it into overtime. A great fourth quarter drive there from Gibbs. Nice job. Nice job. And it's
look at my hands. That's organic. That's all organic. That's organic.
It's National Live
That's
Internet.
organic. Wow.
And let's see the coin toss here. Broncos have won the toss.
Okay. One time dealer. One dealer. One time.
Got him.
And the tackle is made. Offense will start their drive from about the 31.
All right, folks. Some overtime free football here. Bronco, is he going to go back to the run game? It looks like it from the strong close, but this is his one play action formation, so he could pass. He could run left. He could do a lot of things. It's up to Gibbs to stop him. Here we go. Off tackle right. Locked up for just about 2 yards here. And we move on to second down. Gibbs setting up his defense. Bronco in the strong close formation, makes some adjustments, and the ball is almost intercepted here, and it looks pretty good here. 3rd and 3, huge down. Can Bronco pick it up? He does look to pass. He throws over the middle, and the pass is caught. The hit stick is missed. And Eric Decker takes it straight down to the 19-yard line. But he's going to need to get into that end zone, folks. And let's see. Gibbs has been tough in the red zone all night. Bronco will have to reverse his luck in the red zone so far. And that's why you get an Eric Decker, says Sir Funk. Here we go. Off tackle, cut back inside for 4 yards.
Good to have these types of runs.
Cade 16 is rooting hard for a Bronco TD as he'll win the guide. And there it is. Cade 16 is going to win the guide. Gibbs lets up his first touchdown since the first drive, and Bronco takes this game in overtime. But a good game here on This Week in Madden. Show 93. Bronco takes down SGibs. No revenge will be given for TWIM 86. And we have some winners here in the forum topic.
Good game, Bronco. Good game.
Good game. Pretty Fresh J says, SGibs equals, I don't take points.
I should have taken the points.
Should have taken the points. Eddie Lacy, player of the game.
I should have taken the points.
11 for 224, 2 TDs. That's why you go stone cold, folks. That is why you go Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Would you have not gotten the end zone? The end there? Right?
No, I would have clocked him.
I did. My best I could.
That was a great screen pass call.
Thank you.
You dialed up a beautiful call.
Thank you.
Beautiful call.
4 of 6.
It was almost too beautiful. Almost too perfect.
Hey, the lacy dope.
All right, Gibbs. Give your confessional to the camera. Let the fans know. I've got to find a winner here for this shirt, and that's what I'm going to do right now.
What's my confessional about?
Just tell them, how you feel about the game. Talk about that run. I mean, it was a great game. I mean, yes,
great
you lost,
game.
but
Great game.
you lost, but it was good.
A great game. I felt like I had a lot of opportunities to, I made a lot of nice plays, like jumping routes and being in the right position. And one of those games, you don't get rewarded. I felt like I especially the last one. I don't know. I think it was this play, 2nd and 8. I made adjustment city USA population this play. So what I did is I put a purple over off the left. I manned up the slot guy going deep. I put a purple because I figured a crossing pattern was coming. Put another purple in the yellow, left it deep, and then I was going to spy that route right there. I mean, I felt like I did a great job. I guess he had inside. He was underneath me. I'll give him that. I felt like matching animations. I feel like it's like synchronized swimming right now, but I felt like that was my opportunity right there, and maybe next time I need to undercut that a little bit more. But I felt like I had a couple chances like that right there, where I wasn't able to make a play. And if you don't make the play, you're not going to win. You're ultimately not going to win. I mean, as you saw. Yeah, tough.
All right, I'm going random.org for the T-shirt. Promise. I have a number generator here. I see your tweets that you sent in to be entered for this shirt. And we are about to random.org this T-shirt. So good luck, everybody.
How about the drop pick by Sam Shields?
That hurts.
That hurt, too.
I'm going to generate, Gibbs. You want me to hit it?
Sure. I'm dejected.
Wow.
So he dialed up a dime cover 2 blitz there, actually. Did a nice job making some users. He guessed the wrong side, and I got the right read. Screenplay? You want the screenplay? Here's a screenplay with the same motion. Boom. I get my guys out to the right. I get my screen set up, and I'm gone. I mean, should I not have gone in here? Just get down? Maybe I just get down there, because then that takes me to 2-minute warning and a run, clock, and then he has to kick a field goal with, I don't know. Good game, Bronco. Good game,
all right,
my
Gibbs,
man.
flip a coin. You have a coin?
I don't have a coin. Can't you do random? Oh, I got a coin right here.
All right, you got a coin?
Yeah.
All right, I have one person as heads. All right, this is for the shirt. Ready? It's from J. Knoll. So J. Knoll is heads. Kevin Pierce is tails. J. Knoll heads, Kevin Pierce tails for the shirt.
So you know it's an official coin?
J. Knoll heads, Kevin Pierce tails.
All right. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this, guys. Sorry. I can't find the coin. That is tails. That's
tails.
I mean, that is really tails.
Kevin Pierce wins this shirt.
You just won a shirt. I mean, I could go in a little bit more. That's about as in depth I can get. I mean, look at the sideline. You can see the grass on that game. Oh, that Madden 25. It's real nice. Oh, it's real nice. Oh, you can see the sweat on their faces. Look
at this shirt.
Oh, man.
Under Armour. Hopefully he's XL. It's very bright on camera, but it's Under Armour. It's a golf shirt. I hope he golfs. And I think he's really going to enjoy this one.
Oh.
Thanks to the good people at EA Sports for sending us some gear to give to you guys. They love that you guys are big fans of the game, and of course, you can check this out on Amazon for cheap money. iBooks. This is the official player's guide. Best Buy, Target, GameStop, all that jazz. We wrote it. You're gonna like it. Or just check out the winner's kit, which is 30% off right now. It's got the brand new Colts book in it, and I think you're gonna really like it. And you get a lot of other playbooks with it. So back here, Gibbs is going over his loss with a fine-tooth comb, but overall, a great game, and we are glad to put it out there for you on This Week in Madden, Show 93.
Yeah, just missed opportunities. I mean, I want to do just like a hashtag missed opportunity rant because I had said a lot of them.
I mean, how'd you feel about your red zone D?
I felt great in the red zone. Is this my drop pick? Oh, this is my drop pick. Made a great adjustments there. I put both buzz zones and hooks on the outside to prevent any of that nonsense with outs. I made the right read. Pressure was getting to him, so he just chucked it. I mean, reward the man. Reward that man. I mean, where is he going? I mean, all I see is just Green Bay Packers. Oh, stone hands.
That'll hurt. Final score tonight, 29-23 overtime victory. Bronco gets the Broncos on his deaf team and takes out Gibbs with the Packers. But a great battle. Gibbs, show the fourth down drop by Cobb, please.
What is this? Is this make Gibbs feel like
third quarter or second
tonight?
quarter? That was second quarter, third quarter.
I don't know. Right here, 4th and 4.
I mean,
he got hit, so I understand.
And I'd like to see your third down run as well.
I mean, that's a catch. 1 football move, tuck it away. I mean, at least count as a fumble.
Who made that? Number 90 that hit? Lineman?
Sean Phillips.
Sean Phillips. That's why you get a guy from the Chargers named Sean Phillips.
I mean that's Randall Corn on the Cobb, kid.
Maybe throw a little faster, quicker. And I'd like to see that run on third down.
What was the run on third down?
And Bronco wants to see the third down drop by him on the out in snugs, because I would agree he should have caught that ball.
Which one was that?
I don't know. He got the fourth down play though.
Was it in fourth quarter?
First quarter, first quarter, second quarter. He dropped a wide open. Andre Caldwell drops the ball. Was probably who it was. I mean, maybe second down.
Welker? I think it was Welker.
Yeah.
No, that was no. Just reliving the drop.
He completed the
this
fourth
one?
down pass.
Third down?
No.
This one.
There you go.
It's not going to... Oh, it's there.
Because it was a big play.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Did you forget? How you forget? Oh, how he forgets!
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
Saint spot shake right there. Nice little stop and then go route. He had the flat open. He had a lot of guys open. Heat was coming, but he had a lot of guys open.
All right, folks. That is all for this week in Madden. Show 93. We will have more tips for you later in the week. Make sure you check out MaddenTips.com for the winner's kit. And Gibbs, any other notes? Besides, good game, Bronco. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, Bronco.
That's my last note.
Way too tough. I'll post about the PS3 community giveaway tomorrow. We'll be doing some giveaways, though, we said we would, and we will. I promise you, way too tough. I feel like you're probably number one. So we will do that. All right, guys. Lock up.